What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I got a couple of fragrances in from Aroma Concepts once again. These are from the Ophidian line, I believe. I'm not sure what they smell similar to. If they're originals, I would assume they're inspired fragrances, but I see the name Mango Bliss, so immediately I'm excited. And Black Cherry. Ooh, I didn't even read the names prior. These have some potential, some fruity fragrances. Who doesn't like a good fruity opening in a fragrance? So we're going to check these out. These were, like I said, these were sent over by Aroma Concepts. If you're not familiar with Aroma Concepts, definitely check them out down in the link below. They're official distributors for Paris Corner. You can find their stuff at a great price as a discount code if you're interested in checking anything out. Of course, them sending them my way has absolutely nothing to do with what's going to come out of my mouth. If you've seen these videos before, you already know that. You never know what I'm going to say. It's my genuine thoughts at all times. So again, thank you, Aroma Concepts, for sending them my way so I can check them out. But I'm eager to get into these, bust them open, and smell them. So stay tuned. So mango is my favorite fruity note in fragrances. So I'm starting with the mango fragrance. Here we go. Ophidian Mango Bliss from Paris Corner. Pretty sizable box here. They got the notes right there, so I'm not going to look. So the notes are on the box. Pretty nice presentation. Has a snake going around the, what's a heavy bottle? Snake going around the cap, around the collar. It's fixed. It's a heavy bottle. I gotta say, let's take a look at it real quick. Highly reflective, as you can see. There's my hand in the reflection, but Mango Bliss. Love the name. Cap holds really strong. A lot of metal. A little bit of plastic filling. See what kind of atomizer we're working with here. Really wide mist. Is that familiar? Sucker clicks hard into place. It's a serious cap. Okay, so I started with what potentially could be my favorite of the three, so maybe this was a detriment to the situation, because this is like almost like a spiced mango. There's other fruits here, but of course I smell the mango. There's some kind of spice. It's definitely got some edge to it. This is not a feminine leaning mango fragrance. Certain mango fragrances with, added florals and such can lean feminine. I still enjoy those, even though they lean feminine. I don't find this does. There's a tart fruitiness with it. It's literally making my mouth water. There's a tart fruitiness that goes with the mango. So you have that juicy, almost exotic fruitiness with a more lip-smacking tart type of fruitiness. And some kind of spice. There might be florals, but they're not like jumping out at me. I like this. I'm probably going to give myself 2 sprays for the gym. I'm going to hold off because it is pretty strong. I don't want to wear my nose out before I smell the others, but let's pull these notes up.
A few minutes later.
So I found my spice. I'll put the notes on screen from Parfum. We got mango, lemon, ginger. There's my spicy note. And red berries. We've got woody notes, coumarin and jasmine, musk, amber, oud, and cypriol. So there's some earthy notes. I wouldn't have guessed oud because there's no funkiness. So it's probably more of a warm wood because there's a warmth to this fragrance. So it probably adds just a warm, dry, woody smell to it overall. I'm sure as it gets deeper into the dry down, because we're just a few minutes in right now, that'll rear its head more. Cypriol tends to be a slightly earthy green note. The coumarin will add some sweetness, a little tonka bean, A little touch of powder, that's probably the coumarin. This is really good. Just to give you some perspective, for those of you that have seen how highly I've spoken of Paris Corner's Moscow Mule and Rifakat Adorn, which are probably my overall 2 favorites I've gotten this year from Paris Corner, put this in that top 3. This is better than Mango Punch from Paris Corner, which is like mango skin from Wilhelm. It walks that path. That's really good. That one's got a little bit more of that floral tone I was speaking on. It's a really good fragrance, but I like this more. This is a better mango fragrance. That spice, that tart fruitiness, which is probably the red berries, and the ginger giving it that spice, I think makes for one of the better fruity openings I've smelled in quite some time. And there's a pretty hefty woody backbone here. Again, I don't get an oud smell. I get a dominant wood smell, but not oud. Yo, this is a banger. This is the one. We set the bar high here. I'm not saying the others won't be able to measure up, but I started with Mango Bliss because it had mango in it, and I love mango fragrances. I can't help myself. I shouldn't have started with this one because the others have a tall task to measure up. Because I'm going to give this one an 8.75 out of 10. First impressions. Great, bordering outstanding, because it is most definitely one of the best smelling mango fragrances I think I've ever smelled. Now, I'm not going to sit here and give it the crown as the greatest mango fragrance I've ever smelled, but it's one of. I don't know what it's supposed to be similar to. I don't care what it's supposed to be similar to. Just this fragrance smells fantastic. I'm not a big fan of the bottle, but I don't hate the bottle either because it's got some heft to it. And the quality build, cap holds strong, good atomizer. Overall, it's an aesthetic thing. Is it visually appealing to you? That's up to you. But the scent is where it's at. 8.75 out of 10 for Mango Bliss. I put Mango Bliss. I was going to do Versace Eros Energy today. I think we're going a different route here. So the other one, I think, has a real good shot at being pretty damn good in my taste. Black Cherry. I don't know. Oh, just out of curiosity, before we move on completely. Is Parfum's notes similar to what's on here? Coumarin, woody notes, jasmine, mango, ginger, red berries. Yeah, it's all the same notes. So Parfum has the same notes that are on here. As, real quick, let me see Aroma Concepts. They got the same notes. They have the exact same notes. Yep, Cipro. So, okay. So all three places I'm looking at for the notes here has it. So, all right. Let's bust open Black Cherry. See what they're working with here. There are nice boxes. I don't keep the boxes. Here we go. We have a purplish type of gradients. It's supposed to symbolize a black cherry. I get it, the darker color. But same thing, just a different color. They're all going to be the same, but a different color. But that cap don't play around. I'm actually very excited for this because the mango one delivered, and I'm not breathing through my nose yet. Wow, it's hard to put on. This ain't going... It's almost like a somewhat sour cherry. Yo, this collection, they're on to something. They're on to something here. Okay, because this isn't some feminine cherry. Because I smelled Paris Corner's Boozy Cherry this past week, and I was very unimpressed. It wasn't bad. It just didn't do it for me. This does it for me. This is much better from Paris Corner. This is a way better cherry fragrance from Paris Corner. Yeah. It's familiar. I can't pinpoint it. It's super fruity. If there are florals, they're not popping out at me. I'm getting a load of, I would say, a combination of sour cherry and black cherry. Because it's dark, but it's got a sourness to it as well. Literally, another one. 2 fragrances in a row making my mouth water when I smell them. This is amazing. Now, this one's more unisex. I think Mango Bliss doesn't lean feminine, and I'm not saying this does lean feminine, but I could see my wife really wanting to take this bottle from me. And I'm not saying I won't let her, but I might give it a second thought before I just hand it over. I don't know. Because my thing is, when she wants a fragrance, it either goes to her shelf or it goes to mine. Because sometimes I'm like, you come get the sprays over here. In this instance, this might be one where we got to make a decision. I'll just let her keep it on her shelf. It's not the end of the world. But she's going to want this one. That's familiar, though. But damn, is it good? Let's pull up these notes. Let's head to Parfum.
12 seconds later.
So, according to Parfum, we got cherry, raspberry, bergamot, woody notes. Praline, heliotrope, roses, agarwood, so oud. Tonka bean, patchouli, vetiver, incense. Okay. Maybe that's what's given that darker element. It does have a little bit of a resiny type of feel, but I wouldn't sit here and call it a resinous fragrance. And it's not over the top smoky where I'd have distinctively said it's incense dominant. I could see it being in the background, giving it this dark nuance. Again, I'm assuming the same type of oud oil or synthetic oud oil. No funk. dry wood kind of thing. Very, very easy to get down with, to enjoy. Zero challenge. It just comes down to, do you like the fruit that it's named after? Because it's dominant. The mango fragrance, a lot of mango. The black cherry fragrance, a lot of cherry. A lot of cherry. But this is a good one. This is a really good one. So the bar is set really high with Mango Bliss, but black cherry's measuring up. I'm just torn. It's in the 8s. I'm just trying to land it somewhere, because it comes down to, do I like it as much as Mango Bliss? I kind of like it more than Mango Bliss. I didn't see that coming. I'm going to give this one an 8.75 as well. I know. That's weird, right? I wasn't thinking I was going to like anything even as much as Mango Bliss, because Mango Bliss is really good. Oh, Mango Bliss is fantastic. It's juicier, and this is darker. Obviously, they're very different fragrances. Man, this is a really good collection. Now I have a high expectation for, what's the third one called? Sweet Surrender. I have high expectation because the first two delivered. And even if it's just 2 out of 3 and Sweet Surrender's shit and terrible, still put it in the win column, because 2 out of the 3 being this good, yeah. It's where I'm at. Black Cherry's an 8.75 out of 10 as well. I'm pretty impressed here. Like, I'm very impressed. You know, I've said many times over the last 2 years, Paris Corner stepped their game up, and then I'll run across some that have been around a while, and it's like, yeah, that's some of their older for it, like Tudor. I crapped all over recently. Boozy Cherry, I was just indifferent about it and crap on it, because they have better fragrances that smell similar to those within Paris Corner. And this particular fragrance haul is a prime example. I'm going to assume this is at least pretty good, because the first 2 in this line have been just almost outstanding. So I've got high hopes here. I don't know what this is supposed to be, you know, focused around. The others, cherry and mango. This is Sweet Surrender. And we're about to find out. And I know going into it, these caps don't play around. Hey, the atomizer's lined up on this one. 2 good spray. That smells like vanilla ice cream. Immediately out in the air. These caps ain't a joke. So this is a dessert fragrance. This is super gourmand. While I may enjoy the way it smells, I don't like wearing dessert fragrances much, so this will be my least favorite, I can tell you now. This one ain't going to get an 8.75 out of me. And there's a really good chance my wife will want to steal this one, because she likes the dessert gourmands. Caramel, muffin type fragrances, you know, stuff like that. Chocolate heavy ones, that's her jam. So that's vanilla ice cream and something. What else is that? It's got that cooling vanilla ice cream kind of thing going, like a specific tonka bean and vanilla combo. It's got this cooling effect. Lactonic. There's something a little minty here. Is that what's giving it that freshness? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Is it something I'd wear? I don't know. No, I don't think I'd wear this, but it does smell really good. Because that's one of the things I'm always looking for. Well, if I think it smells good, is it something I'd want to smell on my wife? Is she going to like this? To be determined. What is that? It's mentholic. It's vanilla ice cream. Let's pull up the notes.
12 seconds later.
We got sugar. Yeah, it's sweet. Sugar's the first thing I see. Red berries. Boy, they like red berries in this line of fragrances. Mandarin, vanilla, cacao, spicy notes, roses, tonka bean, amber, musk, woody notes. So tonka bean and vanilla were pretty, and sugar are all kind of no shit. Like, that's what I want to say. Like, no shit. That's in there? Yeah, I could tell right away. There's something cooling about it, though. And I can't relate it to anything, because the other notes, red berries, mandarin, cacao, spicy notes, roses, amber, musk, and woody notes, unless there's something hiding in the spicy notes that could give this cooling-like effect, like a mint, because there's spicy mint. That could fall under spicy notes. I don't know. Yeah. Vanilla ice cream with this cooling effect, the spiciness for sure, and almost it's gonna sound weird, somewhat licorice-like smell to it. It's actually pretty damn interesting. I don't know if whatever this may or may not smell like. I've never smelled. I have no clue. This is the first time I've smelled a profile like this. As far as the fragrance is concerned, it reminds me of certain things, like I said, vanilla ice cream and stuff, but not as creamy as me saying vanilla ice cream may sound. Not super creamy or anything. A little lactonic, but still not creamy. Very sugary sweet. These all smell of pretty good quality, too. Like, they don't smell like cheap oils. Still not my thing, but I can appreciate it. It does smell good. It smells really good. I think it's at least very good. Let's call it 7.75 out of 10, because it's bordering great. It's just not a profile I want to wear. I want to see what the wife thinks about this one. This smells like a sillage I'd like to trail, not live in. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to live in it. That's me wearing it. I don't think I would enjoy wearing this for 8 or 10 hours. Whereas going down the steps to the car behind my wife, that's when I trail her sillage the most. Or if we're walking around the stores and my phone happens to go off and I grab it, of course, I'm naturally going to end up a step behind her if I check my phone. Now I'm trailing her sillage again. Moments like that where I'd like to get whiffs of something like this. But I don't think I want to just live in it, just spray in it and go, and this is what I'm wearing for the day. So 7.75 out of 10. I think it's very good, bordering great. And the reason being it's not great like the others is because I want to wear those. Whereas I think this is going to be more suited, better suited for my wife. So yeah, Sweet Surrender, 7.75 out of 10. Well, guys, this line delivers. Blind buy with caution. Just because I like them doesn't mean you will. So if there's an opportunity somewhere where they're decanted, you can buy decants. I don't know. What I have available to me is where you can buy the bottles from. Do not just blind buy just a blind buy. Only if it really sounds like, man, this is my jam right here, and you're the type that does that blind buying anyway. Sure, but I'm not advocating that you need them. Because, honestly, if you're watching fragrances like this on a regular basis, you got a lot of fragrances. So, you know, educated blind buying as best as you can, I guess would be what I'm trying to say here. But to revisit, these two hands have Mango Bliss and Black Cherry, and they're both 8.75 out of 10 to me. I kind of want to wear Black Cherry more than Mango Bliss today. I didn't think Black Cherry was going to be my favorite. I think Black Cherry is my favorite. Over the Mango fragrance. I'm very surprised myself. Because those of you that have gotten to know my taste pretty well, you know I'm a mango guy. I like the mango fragrances. And I do really like this one, but Black Cherry more. So thank you, Aroma Concepts. Yeah, very much thank you for sending these my way, because this is my style right here. This is some stuff I can really get down with. These aren't situational for me. These are fun-loving anytime. Even in high heat, I think just be easy on the sprays, but any time of the year in a casual, fun-loving type of mood or setting, that's where fragrances like this shine. And, casual and fun-loving is most of my day. So, once again, check them out down below if you're interested. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.